Alright, so we got some crazy updates for the Metal Build series, and I can't wait to get into it. But before we do, I have a few announcements, so let's get to those real quickly. So, if you haven't already, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel if you really like the content. I also want to say thank you so much for all the support you guys have given me. We are at now 3,550 subscribers, maybe more, I actually really don't know. But this is just based on the numbers you can see right here, so I appreciate all the support, even though my content's kind of all over the place. I know some of you guys are saying, whoa, what the heck, you're going off this, going off this. Right now I'm still at that weird testing stage, just trying to see, what kind of works, what doesn't work. Now if you guys prefer, and you guys, maybe I'll put a poll at the bottom which content you guys like the best. Make sure you comment, and I know a lot of you guys do support my channel, so I really appreciate that. So if you have a certain topic, or I guess in terms of what you like overall, please comment below and let me know, because that will help me kind of drive the direction of what I want to do with my page. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I think what I've learned is that I like to talk about what I like to talk about. I think that's the best way to go about it, not to just to be like, okay, well, I'm going to talk about this because it's the cool thing to do, right? I'm going to talk about whatever I like to talk about, and that's just how it is. That's why you don't see me post a ton of political stuff. Like, I really don't. As much as I like talking about some stuff, I only like to talk about some of the stuff. I don't like to talk about everything, because sometimes it gets way too overwhelming. Not my kind of, spill, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, if you like the content, make sure you like and subscribe. Alright, so as we mentioned about the metal builds, yep, it looks like we got a ton new info about the metal builds. I'm really excited to get into them. So we're going to go for the first one here is the Metal Build X projects. These are different series that they're doing that are metal build related. I know they announced a Miku one, I believe, which is kind of crazy to me. Kamen Rider one. So they just updated more, which is the Digimon one. This is the, I believe this Omegamon. So Omegamon is always really popular, and Omegamon's pretty sick, in terms of the figurines or model kits or whatever. I've done both. I believe I built one, and as well I did I had those little figurines of them too, which were really cool. But now they're doing a metal build project, and this is gonna be kind of badass. As you can see, the cleanness of the Omegamon, and if you ever watched Digimon, man, Omegamon was always really, really cool to see, as you can see. So as you can see, we have the metal build. Whew, it looks shiny. Love everything about it. The glossiness is pretty fire. Now the cape, I'm wondering if it's actually going to be a bendable kind of cape, or it's just going to be a solid cape that just doesn't move right. Now I hope it could bend around. I think that'd be kind of cool, but it looks like we have some just basically just standing, so we don't really know what's going to do. We haven't seen any posing yet, it looks like, so I think we're just gonna have to wait to see. But I think the cape is gonna have to move. If you really want to make that effect, I think the cape is gonna move. You have to make it move. It's got to be some kind of material will kind of bend a little bit, because if it bends, you can see the epicness of the posing, and that just makes the posing a lot better. So I think there's some kind of material in there that can bend it. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm kind of gung-ho about that. And next here we have the, yep, as you can see here, we have the metal build Impulse. I kind of made a video solely on this, but now we can actually see official images, and yeah, this looks pretty awesome. So you can see we have the poster right there of the promotion. Obviously what we're seeing here, it's pretty good. Now if you're a Gundam Seed fan like I am, Impulse is pretty awesome. So this is the Impulse Gundam pilot by Shin, and later on with Luna, and I believe, I don't know, it's a little different from the, what do you call it, the Impulse from Gundam Seed Freedom a little bit. I don't think it's that much of a difference, but I think it's just a remake of it. But honestly, this is pretty awesome. I really like this one. It's really cool. I do like the Seed metal builds for sure. I think the Destiny is one of my favorites. The Strike Freedom as well. But the Impulse, this is gonna be really cool. Now they're also teasing, as I mentioned before, is that it might just be more than this. I think we might get more images. Well, actually, you know what, I honestly take that back. I don't think that anymore, because you can see it's not the blaster sword, maybe for a P Bandai, but I think it's just this one. So I lied, but this looks great though. I'm really excited for this. The Impulse is really cool. I always like the transforming gimmick part where it just has like the core fighter and everything, so I think this would be a really cool one to see. Yeah, so the Impulse, this is looking pretty awesome. I'm really excited for this one. Now this is pretty cool too. They're doing a Mecha Godzilla series. This looks detailed as shit, so I'm really interested in this because my wife is really into Godzilla too. This is the Mecha Metal Build Godzilla, and yeah, this looks phenomenal. As you can see here, we have the style of here of the build, and the tail looks super detailed. Now you can see the each part of the bend of the tail, you can see the little gimmicks. That's what I'm hoping for the Omegamon. Like cape is gonna have that little detail creases, but this looks fantastic. Like this thing looks so badass. Like I love the thing this way it looks. It looks really great. I think this is really cool. I mean, this will be really, really cool for like, you know, like proposing as well. I think this is gonna be dope, so I'm very excited for this one. All right, now fun little facts, or I guess fun post today. So it looks like there is a couple, and I'll read this to you. This is actually really cool and exciting. So we had our wedding ceremony the other day, and the two of us met through the theatrical release of Gundam Seed Freedom and bonded during the fan screen event. That's super cute. At the wedding reception, we had a massive display of the Gunpla models. So they got married pretty quickly, I just realized. So if they were only dating through the Gundam Seed Freedom event, which was like a year or two ago, and then they got married, that's pretty fast. That's really, really fast. Holy crap. Okay, I guess when you get married, it's really serious stuff. At the wedding reception, we had massive display of Gundam models, Kira's outfits, self-made video projections of from the staging, and even the BGM all tailored to the world of Gundam Seed series. That's fucking awesome, dude. That's great. Thanks to director Fukuda, who brought us together, and to everyone involved in the film. That's amazing. I think that's so cool. That deserves a follow. I'm gonna follow them. So let's look at some of the images, right? So we see the Strike Freedom MGX. We see the Injustice. I think it's called the Injustice. I totally forgot. Injustice Gundam, I believe. Infinite Justice. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And it has the what do you call that one part? And then of course you can see here some more images there. You see the Zagok and as well as the Strike Rouge. You can see the tables are based on the Kira Yamatos. It's pretty awesome. And you can see the whole meteor strike, and as well as all the ones from the movie. And there's the Destiny Spec 2. I wonder if the other Spec 2 is not in there. I don't think I see that one. The Black Knights. So yeah, no, they went pretty ham with this. This is really cool stuff. But anyways, just one little fun little fact there. So if you want to give them a follow, I'll put the link below. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe below if you like it, and tell me which one you are excited for. And see you next video. Peace.